Hello everyone, I am Arpit Srivastava and I am working as Assistant Manager Quality and Content in the Department of Career Planning and Development in Chandigarh University. So today I am here with a very important and interesting topic for all the students who are preparing for placement exam. Today we will talk about how to crack placement exams. Since these exams have different patterns as compared to your regular university exams, many students face problems in managing time during these exams. So this video is going to help you all to manage your time during the exam and get success. So start with this topic. As you all wait for the placement seasons and where it nears, things take upon your nerves. Here we share you the career guidance tips on how to crack an aptitude test to avoid placement blues. In this video, we are going to discuss some important factors which affect the most in your selections like time consumers, time management, in which I will tell you about the hurdles which a student face during these exams. We will talk about pre-exam strategies. We will also talk about during exam strategies as well. And I will also let you know about the concept of adaptive test and the strategies to crack the adaptive test. So let's have a look to the learning objectives of this session. When you complete this video, you will be able to understand the key concepts associated with cracking placement exam and you will be able to identify the main obstacles to effective time management in the exam. You will also understand the hurdles which usually a student face during this exam. And after watching this video, I assure you that you will be able to achieve good score in the exam. Now, we should focus on the time consumers, or we can say the hurdle to success. So the first point of time consumer is reading questions again and again. This is the most common issue in which a student used to get involved and waste their time. While reading the question, you should actually note down the given data simultaneously. It will save your time by almost 10 to 5 seconds in every question. And suppose if you have 30 questions per se, and if you save 10 seconds in every question, so you will be able to save 300 seconds overall. And 300 seconds is basically 5 minutes. So in those extra 5 minutes, you will be able to solve 3 to 4 questions extra. So the second point is unplanned approach. The second thing which usually used to consume student time during their exam is their unplanned approach. Many of you start solving the question in the same order as they were given in the question paper. As a result, you got stuck in some difficult problem and don't get time to solve easy question. So the idea is, if you don't practice for this exam, if you don't make strategies, you are going to waste your time for sure. Then coming to the third point is procrastinating and worrying. By the term procrastinating, we mean to delay something. Students take unnecessary tension about the result. Like, what if I could not crack this exam? This is my dream company. What if I could not get the job in this company? And you become underconfident. So you should avoid all these because procrastinating has never done good to anyone. So now coming to the fourth point. Fourth point is looking at the other person's screen. So many students get involved in looking at the other person's screen of a friend, like which question they have, why they have easier question, why I have tough question. So don't be depressed, guys. Wait for your chance. You will also have the easy questions. Don't waste your time while looking at the other person's screen. And the next point is helping others. As many students start helping their friends, even they are not done with their paper. And trust me, guys, your friend is equally intelligent. He is not intelligent than you. Don't trust anyone. If you help yourself, God will help you for sure. So now, as I have discussed the things about which used to consume your precious time during exam, it's time to have a look to the time management and the strategies which we should follow for these exams. So the time management is not the way to make you work harder or longer, but a means to help you work smarter to accomplish the result more easily and rapidly. By managing the time, I'm not asking you to dedicate extra hours in your studies, but you should also utilize your time in the exam as well. Clear? So basically every student has equal time in the examination, but still some of you don't do well in your examination. And why does so? Because you are not utilizing your time efficiently. So the idea is, overall the idea is, you should actually utilize your time very smartly. Without time management, you will not get enough result with the best studies. So make time management the first priority and make the best use of available time. So now, as I told you about the time management, so let's have a look to the some exam strategies. So let's start with some pre-exam strategies. The first point is understand the pattern of the exam. You should be aware of the pattern of the exam in which you are going to appear. And nowadays many companies have vendors, so they have tie up with some exam conducting companies like AMCAT, CoCube, SirePro, and they used to conduct their aptitude test on the portal of these companies. So you should be well aware of these things in advance, that your company in which you are going to appear is associated with any of these exam conducting companies or not. If yes, then you should focus on the syllabus and the exam pattern of that particular exam conducting. The third point is identify the syllabus if there is any exam vendor associated with the rest, as I have told you, and identify the topics in which you are good. So it will help you to save the time in your actual examination by skipping up the questions from the topic in which you are not good. So moving to the next point, speed up your calculation and stop using calculator, as most of you have become addicted to calculator to such an extent that you do easy calculation with it, but you will not be allowed to use calculator in your placement exam. So first start doing calculation with pen and paper, then try to solve the calculation in mind only. Make it a habit, don't do it in the last moment. Then the last and the most important point of a pre-exam strategy is the rapid attack. Now, what is the rapid attack? What it is? So, okay, let's understand. While solving the question in your classroom or in your home assignment, you only have you have enough time. Your only focus is to get the right answer. But in your examination, you will have the time limits. You are supposed to solve the questions very quickly. So what you need to do is take a sample paper with say 50 to 60 questions. Assign yourself 30 minutes and solve as much as you can, and leave the difficult questions. It will help you to identify and target the weak questions to get the best result. Okay? So now the next point is identify the question which take less time to solve. Solve them first and leave the questions from the topic in which you are not good. It will help you to score more in your examination. Now, the thing is how much time we should dedicate to decide that we should leave this question or we should solve this question. 5 seconds, 10 seconds or more. So, the idea is the more time you take to decide, the less time you get for solving. And trust me guys, your score matters. Nobody is going to ask which question you have attempted or how many questions you have attempted. Coming to the next point, this is basically the strategy of during exam. So, pen down the data given line by line while reading. As I told you, avoid solving the question in which you are not good. You can't do everything. Start saying no to the question you find difficult. So, basically, as I told you, you should start finding out that yes, I can solve this question, and no, I cannot solve this question. So start saying no to the question which you find difficult basically. As basically speed and accuracy are the two key components in the time management of this exam. So you should always take care of it. Remain consistent toward your goal. Now we will move towards the next slide, that is ultimate aim during exams. Nobody cares how many questions or which question you have attempted. Your score will only depend upon the correct answer. So try to solve maximum questions. If there is a negative marking, don't bluff, guys. Use your capability to quickly identify the problems, whether you can solve it. You can solve it with efforts, mark them for review, and the last is you have to fight it with it. That means the tough questions. So as I have discussed, almost every point that should be taken care of while appearing in the exams, it's time to conclude all those points, and let's have a look to the overall exam strategy of this exam. So basically you should start your exam by solving easy questions, then mark the questions you feel that you can solve it with efforts, start marking them for review. Don't highlight and mark the tough question. You should not highlight the mark and you should not highlight or mark the tough question, as we have only highlighted the question which we can solve with little efforts. So there will be three categories, which we have already solved and which we have highlighted. Those questions we can solve them with a little effort, and we will be remaining with the few questions which are not even solved and they are not even highlighted. So basically those non-highlighted questions are the tough questions. So complete the paper, then first solve the marked and highlighted question, then solve the non-highlighted or tough questions in the end. So this should be the overall strategy for an aptitude test. So now that's all for the placement exam. Now I'm going to tell you about the concept of adaptive test. So adaptive tests are designed to adjust their level of difficulty based upon the response received to match the knowledge and ability of the candidate. Therefore, its score is based upon both the number of correct answers provided and the difficulty of the items completed. So usually there is no negative marking in the adaptive test, and you cannot skip any question in an adaptive test, because level of the next question depends upon the last response received. Means if you answer correctly, you will get the next question from a higher level as compared to the last one which you have attempted. But if you have attempted it wrong, your level will go down. So strategies for adaptive test, that is basic adaptive test, basically we used to appear for the AMCAT test, which is an adaptive test. So I'm going to discuss the strategies for those adaptive tests as well. So be through the syllabus and the exam pattern, and practice of the different type of question from the same topic, because I would suggest you to go through the syllabus if you have any specific exam conducting agency, because they have a limited syllabus. And for example, let's say Microsoft is coming in your campus and they used to take the exam via ProCubes, and many other companies used to conduct their aptitude test by AMCAT. So you should actually focus on the syllabus of the AMCAT only. You should not try to cover up the whole syllabus of the aptitude, because AMCAT has a limited syllabus of aptitude. So I would suggest you to cover the exam specific syllabus, so it will ace your preparation and help you to achieve the good marks. Practice with a sample ANKET test. Then you should try to answer the beginning question correctly. So it will basically improve the levels of the question, and you will start getting questions with the higher marks or the higher grades. Focus on attempting all questions before the time ends. This strategy is going to work for all of you. This is basically the strategy for the adaptive test, that you should complete your paper within the time. Please don't leave questions in the adaptive test, and try to focus, try to solve the questions, try to solve the beginning questions correctly. It will help you to improve your score. So that's all I can share with all of you, and I hope if you follow these key points, definitely it will help you acing your selection. So all the best for your placement from team DCPD. This is Arpa Shrivastava signing off for the day. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.